This is how we went from powering my forest with this tiny generator to having unlimited free electric and water. But before we get into that, here's a rough idea of what it takes. To make it work, we needed a few things: batteries, inverter, solar panels, and a whole lot of cables. So step one, we had to prepare the base for the battery inverter unit. But first, we run power ducting for the battery inverter unit. And then we poured a concrete pad. And on that went the battery unit and our power kiosks. We also installed our earth rods too, 2 of them, and they're 2 meters long. We built the kiosks in my factory, galvanised steel, powder coated. We kept one for the incoming cables and then the other one for our fuse boards. From the fuse board kiosk, the ducting runs all the way to our pump house, to our gates, to our lower yard, and in the future, floodlights around the forest. With the 2-ton battery and inverter in place, we started to put the 36 panels on the roof. The panels get attached with these brackets, so the panels sit on the bracket and then you do the bolt up and the clamp clamps them down. They've been up for 3 months and they haven't moved an inch in all the bad weather we've had. So I then had to do some calculations of our panel layout. You don't connect all the 36 panels together, I quickly learned, so we had to split them into 3. So 3 strings of 12 panels, as our inverter has 2 MPPT ports. So I made a rough sketch on my tablet, colour coded it best I could, so on the day the install went smoothly. When we positioned the building, we kept in mind the direction of the sun. Although we are blocked by some trees, it ended up working fantastically. So to connect the panels together, we had to make our own leads. So I bought these premium German-made push fittings, and they work very well. Look at this premium cut, using this to cut it.
To be fair, that is clean.
Clean ain't the word. Strip it, move it back a little bit, pull it off. Nail plug, and push this in until you hear the click. Yep, tighten it up. We went all out and used 20mm black plastic trunking to encase all the cables between the panels, and then that even connected to our galvanised trunking which went down to the battery. And once we connected it all up, it didn't work. So I brought my laptop to diagnose the problem and a generator, get some charge in it, and I brought it back to life. Once it was fully charged, it was time to tidy up and time to turn it into a fully fledged powerhouse. So in one of the kiosks, we installed a premium MemShield free fuse board with a surge protector. 3-phase distribution board. So we started by connecting the battery inverter to our kiosk fuse board using a 25mm SWA 3-phase cable. This cuts through the armour inside and then you break it off. I'm not an expert, but I can get this done. This is the armoured plating.
Yeah.
And with that saw device.
Oh, is it already?
Could have cut that for a little bit longer. If you don't, you get all bent ends and it's terrible. We just need to score around the plastic.
How does it work? Does that like get pierced or something?
You want it to be snug over that.
Don't you just like cut the end, like a circle?
Yeah, but you can cut too much.
Oh, I see.
Or walkie scissors.
Jesus.
I've had some hard times with these things in my life, I tell you.
Is that going on? Or?
Yeah. And there's always one
They get stuck.
Yeah.
So what does this do? Does this just take the weight of the cable, basically?
Yeah, armoured. Okay, so success. Okay, here we go.
You need tape.
Yeah. I think only amateurs tape them. Just neatens up the end nice, doesn't it? And then we installed our 80 amp MCCB circuit breaker to disconnect the inverter from our fuse board. And we installed some plug sockets in the other kiosk for easy use while we build the building and charge in batteries, etc. And to wrap that up, we replaced the temporary solar cables direct into the inverter to a premium solar fuse board. So it's been working great for a few months now, The only problem is we're not using enough power as the building's not finished, so we're not able to cycle the battery. So what we're doing, switching the panels off and leaving them off for 2 days so the battery depletes and then powers back up by solar. And on a day like this, when the sun is right up high, not behind any trees, we're making nearly 18 kilowatts, 13.5 kilowatts, and the sun is behind a thin layer of clouds. Free electric! This is nowhere near the end of our project, so subscribe so you can follow along. Let us know in the comments on anything we've missed and if you want any more details about the battery inverter or solar panels. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the next project in the forest.